Welcome to this episode. Let's get back to basics. We're going to discuss how we lift our vibrations. Okay, so what are vibrations, anyways? How does that even make any sense? We, as humans and everything around us, including inanimate objects, are all made of God's energy. This energy can be viewed and operates at different frequencies. Every vibration is unique, just like you. It was designed like that to coordinate with the perfect imperfections of the universe. For all of my friends who are very science-driven, let's start with the scientific facts of vibrations. Vibrations are defined as the periodic back and forth motion of particles, which can occur in various physical systems when they are displaced from their equilibrium state. This concept is fundamental in physics and chemistry, where it describes how matter interacts at a molecular level. Everything around us, including living organisms, is composed of atoms and molecules that vibrate at specific frequencies. These vibrations can be influenced by external forces such as sound, light, and other forms of energy. Your vibration is never the same. It's always changing. When you're feeling sick, ill, or maybe even a little depressed or down, your vibrational frequency will match that. On the other end, when you are feeling happy, elated, excited, your vibration will match that as well. The lower the energy of how you're feeling, the more negative, the lower the frequency. When you're feeling excited and happy, the higher the frequency. Pretty simple, right? When it comes to lifting your vibration, nobody's perfect. We all strive to be the happiest every single day, but that isn't always the case. And that's not what this episode is about. This episode is to help you shift into that vibration, lift your vibration, and learn and walk in a more positive outlook on life. So that's what I hope you walk away with this episode today. All right, let's get down to a list of ways that you can help lift your own vibration. First things first, meditation. I know you guys have heard this a million times to meditate. And for those who think you cannot meditate, you can. I promise you, I promise. So let's talk about what meditation looks like. Meditation looks different for everybody. So for me, I can't sit in lotus pose with my middle finger touching my thumb and have this perfect posture and sitting up. No. None of that works for me. What I have found works for me is actually to be very cozy, fully lying down to get into that meditative headspace. And I didn't originally do meditation with just nothing or music. I had to do and follow along guided meditations to help me to get into that deep headspace that meditation can bring you. So for some people, none of that works. Okay. Sometimes it's just taking a walk and that's your meditative headspace. Wherever you find that your head is clear enough, that's meditation. So if it's putting in earpods and just going for a walk, that's your meditative headspace. And just try to do that on a daily practice. If you have 5 minutes in a day, I think that's totally going to help you to shift into this new vibration and to help lift your heart, lift into love. And that's what it's all about, right? Okay. So the next one is clean eating. Sometimes I get it. We're all going through this shift of understanding what processed foods have done to our bodies and how we're going through that. And it can be a challenge. Like life is a challenge in general. We don't always want people to tell us our nutritional, way to eat and what we should be doing. And it gets exhausting, right? But what I want you to know is that when your body is sluggish, it will fight you spiritually. So if you're trying to help get into this new mindset, if you're trying to become a medium, if you're just trying to have a spiritual enlightenment, if you are also trying to connect with a loved one who's passed, these are ways that I'm trying to help you. So these are little ways to do. And if you choose one out of all of them, that's totally fine. That's up to you. So I think everybody understands what clean eating looks like. It's eliminating processed foods, sugars, limiting bread intake, anything that are high caloric, like sodas, juices. Drink a lot more water, flush everything out. Try to buy organic when you can. Eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. Maybe buy organic meats and fish if you eat meat and fish. All are good ways of clean eating to help your body have less fighting of its own molecular download, to then help your spirit lift and shift into that new vibration. Next one, journaling for gratitude. This is huge. Sending out to the universe of how grateful you are for even just the littlest thing. Like, thank you so much for the sunshine today. I'm so happy. The sun makes me so happy, and I'm so grateful that it came out today. That little bit, even just me talking about it, I get all the goosebumps in my belly and like all the little butterflies and things like that, because the universe is constantly speaking to you. And for you to send out back to the universe gratitude, or even if it's not to the universe, if you choose to speak to God, or if you choose to be grateful to loved ones or your spirit guides, any of that, all of that is great. Whatever works best for you, I definitely want you to tap into that. Put a journal by your bedside, put a journal in your kitchen, wherever you find that you have space or time to do a quick little note, a quick little gratitude journal. That's going to be huge. I think we're on 4. Next thing you can do is keeping regular exercise. This could be as little as taking a walk, and a simple walk down your street. This could be lifting weights. It could be going to a cardio class or anything like that. When you have the full physical balance, it will help your spiritual balance tenfold. When your body is fighting too much physically, it's not going to help you get to that lifted vibration, help you get to that positive state, the positive outlook on life. And that's where we're trying to get you with this episode today. Just trying to teach you of little things to take away of how you can do that. And like I said, you don't have to do all of these. If you choose to do one, totally fine. It's completely up to you, whatever feels best to you. Number 5, spending time in nature. When we can, right now it's winter time for some of us. Worldwide it's not, but here in the US it's winter time. So when you can get out and soak up that sun, get barefoot in the grass, walking through the forest, taking a walk on the beach, wherever you might be, picking up a rock and kind of grounding yourself there, get to admire it. All these things are a wonderful way for you to reconnect. Walking through the woods is a very grounding state. And when we are talking about lifting your vibration, a very important task is also to ground. So you want to take, and grounding, for those who might not know what it is you're energetically taking your bottom 3 chakras, which is your solar, sacral, and root chakra, and you're taking those and lowering them down and pretending like there's tree roots coming out of your feet into the ground. And you can go as far as you want. Some people picture it going all the way to the earth's core. Some people picture it down around the whole earth. My favorite thing, because I love crystals and rocks and stones, is when I ground into a crystal for that day of what that looks like. So it can be purple, it can be yellow, it can be blue. I've had black and brown, which is really interesting, and I'm always fascinated of why I'll get a different color for that day, but I totally just roll with it and have fun because that's what this whole thing is meant to do is you're just being playful, and spirituality isn't about, you know, right and wrong ways of to do things. It is just about exploring who you are and going back to basics. Exactly what we're talking about today. Number 6, practicing kindness. This sounds silly because it's like I should think that everybody practices kindness and shares, their love and light with everybody. And like I've said, that even down to the smallest of ant to your neighbor or your family or your spouse or whoever, just make an effort to consciously be sharing love and kindness. And it doesn't have to be anything said, right? Like when we're sharing kindness, it could be that simple holding a door open for somebody that is coming in behind you, wherever this is, out in public. That little bit of positivity and generosity goes throughout the universe in like these huge waves of beautiful, it's like this beautiful ripple effect going out from you, from doing that small act of kindness to the next person, then to the next person after that, and then so on and so forth. And that's the beautiful thing about the balance of the universe is we have all these emotions as human beings, and we can control the way we act about certain situations and certain things. And that is the most important thing for us to learn, is how to control our reaction in certain whatever's going on. If you're having an argument with a spouse or a disagreement with somebody, not always going to get along on things, but it's the way that we react to them to help keep the universe in a more balanced, beautiful state. Number 7, listening to uplifting music. This is probably one of the biggest ways for me to lift my vibration. And I swear, I've called my mom before to tell her, like, when I'm in the car and I am jamming to music, I can feel my entire crown chakra. So that's like the entire top of my head feels like it's wide open, vibrating, huge, as if it's not even there. It's just like this tingling sensation. And I crack myself up because as I'm driving past people, I'm thinking to myself, can't you see that my vibration is so huge, that it's so lifted? Isn't that a funny thought to think as you're driving next to somebody? Like, can't you see my... No, all they see me is being crazy, singing to the top of my lungs to my steering wheel, which I totally love it. And that even if people are laughing at you instead of with you, if you're giving them that piece of joy for that day, just to be like, haha, kind of thing, that's helping lift other people's vibration. I'm hopeful in doing that all the time, trying to constantly help people in their way to lift their own vibration and to feel good and positive throughout the day. Hence, again, why I'm doing this episode. Number 8, positive affirmations. So some of you are really good about doing this. I, however, am not. So this could be in a journal. This could be a quick talk to self in the morning of, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am awesome, all the I ams. And this is definitely helps you set for your day. Whenever this is, you can do it in the evening, whenever, but positive affirmations are another way of helping lift your vibration. Maybe some of you can teach me how to do that daily, because I tend to not. Number 9, mindful breathing and tapping techniques. So, mindful breathing really is just the count in and out of, you can do the count of 4, hold your breath, exhale, count of 4, hold your breath, count of 4, over and over. And it's that mindful breathing that is close to meditation. They're going to help reset your brain of where you are physically, where you are emotionally, where you are vibrationally. And it can help have that reset and help you get to that higher vibration. Tapping techniques, that's where they're tapping on your third eye. I've seen them do it on the chin, on the chest. And those are to bring your awareness into this one focus, one acupressure point, one center of where you have that, and it's going to realign your whole system of letting your chakras clear out, letting any negative emotions just discharge and go down into the grounding technique. Mother Earth is so happy to recycle things for you. So I love how when I'm working with my chakras and I'm working to clear out any negative energy I have, after I'd pictured the grounding of my roots going into the earth, Mother Earth takes and recycles any of those negative energies, anything bad, and she's happy to take it and just convert it into love and light. And it's this beautiful cycle, because when you accept from your crown chakra and you pull in light energy, God's energy, I do that very often. I picture it like this golden white light coming down through my crown chakra, and you have it kind of pour over you from your head all the way down your neck, down your shoulders, out your arms and your fingertips, through your torso, down your hips, down your legs, your knees, your shins, and out through your feet. And you picture it cleansing, and anything negative that's dark or heavy, you just keep picturing it softly moving down, down, and out your toes. And Mother Earth is happy to receive that, because what she does is she recycles that for you. There's nothing wrong with passing your negative energy into Mother Earth, because she's very good at taking that and recycling it. And that's exactly what I picture her doing, is that she shifts it into this positive energy and this positive work of how Mother Earth lifts its own vibration. And it's like this beautiful recycling plant. Is exactly how I look at it. Next, let's talk about crystals and how crystals can affect your energy. Crystals are very unique to each person, just like every person is unique and their own vibrational frequency is unique. So whatever you gravitate to is definitely meant for you. So I'm going to explain a couple of crystals that can help you with lifting your vibration, but this is not for everybody, right? So because you're all super unique. My favorite crystal is not even listed in this list that I have today. My favorite crystal is opalite. I don't know why I gravitate to opalite. I have been told it's having a childlike outlook on life, and I could totally see that for me, that I'm just kind of playful and silly and, try not to take life too seriously, because that's what this whole experience of being on Earth is about, right? Like, us choosing to come here in this human form, it's about being playful and fun and getting to experience. And I think if we remember back to when we were souls in heaven or on the other side, that we look at coming to Earth as this like very fresh, very new and excited feeling, even though we have been reincarnated here for thousands of times, our soul will still get super, super excited to come and reincarnate on Earth. When you think to yourself, I don't want to relive this. I don't want to be reincarnated back here on Earth because Earth is such a challenging place. It's actually not. It's really the way that you look at it. So that's what, again, I want this episode to be about, is to really help you shift your mindset and get into that higher vibrational frequency that your soul is meant to be. Okay, so crystals to lift vibration. To understand how crystals can lift vibration, it is essential to recognize that each crystal has its own unique vibrational frequency. High vibration crystals are believed to resonate at frequencies that can enhance our energy fields, promote healing, and facilitate spiritual growth. What we're going to go over first is clear quartz. Clear quartz is often referred to as a master healer. It possesses a high vibrational frequency that amplifies energy and intention. This crystal is versatile and can be used in various ways, such as in meditation or healing practices. Its clarity helps bring focus and clarity to the mind, making it an excellent choice for those looking to raise their vibration. Selenite. Selenite's one of my favorites. I have a few around the house. Selenite is known for its exceptionally high vibration, which makes it a powerful tool for its spiritual work. This translucent crystal promotes spiritual growth and inner peace while helping clear negative energies from the environment. Selenite can be used to create a calming atmosphere conducive to meditation and higher consciousness exploration. My selenite, I have a selenite tower. It's not that tall. It's on my table. But I was told the best place to put it is in your entryway to allow only positive energy and to clear out any negative energy coming into your space, which is really nice. I just love that. And I thank my little selenite tower for being there. Number 3, amethyst. Amethyst is celebrated not only for its stunning purple color, but also for its high vibrational properties. It is known to soothe in the mind, promote tranquility, and facilitate spiritual awakening. Amethyst helps individuals connect with their intuition and higher self, making it an ideal stone for those on a spiritual journey seeking to elevate their vibration. Apophyllite. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Apophyllite is recognized for its uplifting energy and ability to promote an energetic shift within individuals. It aids in connecting with the higher states of consciousness and accepting inner knowledge, making it particularly beneficial for those looking to enhance their spiritual practices. Moldavite. Moldavite is one of the rarest crystals available and possesses an extremely high vibration that can trigger significant leaps in spiritual growth and transformation. Often used during meditation, Moldavite helps individuals connect with higher dimensions and awaken their true purpose. Ooh, I might need some Moldavite. When working with these high vibrational crystals, it's important to approach them with respect and intention. Setting clear intentions before using these stones can enhance their effectiveness in raising your vibrational frequency. These crystals are fabulous, and I gravitate to them very often. And I have been told that when you go to purchase a crystal, if you're out shopping for them, if you're in a store, you're supposed to act in a respectful way of asking the crystal if it's supposed to come home with you. Now, have I ever actually done this? No. But do I get a feeling and a sense of this is my crystal? Then yes, I guess it's just innately there of me feeling so pulled to draw something and just feeling the weight of it in your hand as I hold my opalite heart-shaped stone right now. It's just the weight of it is just so calming to me, and it helps significantly. So that is that energetic pattern that you are meant to have this crystal. So understand and know that. Like, you don't have to do exactly like anybody says just because you heard it on a podcast or on a show or anything like that. Do whatever feels good in your heart and what works for you. You know, it's nothing with spirituality and what I'm going to say on this podcast is written in stone. You take it however it works best for you, whatever feels good in your heart, and how you can move forward to lifting your vibration. I definitely think there will be a future episode of going over all things crystals and how to take care of them and where to place them in your house. That I could totally do a 101 crystal session. That would be great because I still have some areas of learning in the crystal genre as well. Lastly, I kind of wanted to go over somebody else affecting your emotional state. So not always is it that we're always upbeat and super positive. That's just not the part of the human experience. We're always going to go through and be challenged with different external forces that we don't always have control over. But as I talked about previously, it's about our action, not reaction to those outside forces. When you've been thrown into a bad mood state, here's things that you can do to try to help get yourself out of the funk. It depends. It depends on what I'm feeling that day, but I will sometimes just take sage and cleanse myself and give myself a little prayer and a little self-love of understanding and knowing the emotion that I'm feeling, but also to kind of process it, acknowledge it. But then, like I said, through the grounding, you give it back to Mother Earth, that you can send it back out to not fully hold it. Because what happens physiologically in our body, if we're holding negative energy, it's just gonna affect us in a negative way. It's either gonna keep us in a negative mindset or it's gonna physically take us down negatively. That could be through illness, sickness, just bad mood in general. Anything like that, any ailment can definitely be caused from just harboring negative energy. That might sound way out there for some people, but it's very, very true. I've been a massage therapist for 20 plus years, and I have seen it time and time again of people having certain pains in their body, and they don't understand that it actually is them holding on to negative emotions, things that might have been processed from a past life, from this life. Anything like that. Well, we can get into that in another episode of past lives and past life regression. I do the Akashic Records as well, which the Akashic Records is huge on helping and facilitating in knowing where you've been and knowing where you're going. So it's a great visitation to go to the Akashic Records to know the past lives that you have lived, to learn from them and grow. And there's always you're kind of always who you are. There's never really a change from that, even though you might change who you are, be a female in one, and then you're a male in another, and then you're trans in another. Your lives change all over the place of how you want to live them. You might be poor and then you're rich, and that's all about the human experience and what you chose as a soul to come here to experience and to learn and to grow. Okay, so as we're wrapping up this episode, I wanted to discuss for everybody out there, you could be sensitive, you could be empathic, you could be a medium like me. We want to talk about you lifted your vibration. Now you're walking around with this beautiful vibration. You're grounded. How do you protect this energy? Because people seeing a high vibrational being or being around you, being high vibrational, people will be drawn to you and gravitated towards you. People will walk up and say they think they know you, and they don't. They just feel comfortable talking to you, complete strangers. Children will come up to you. You have pets that are drawn to you, or animals in general. it's just when you're at a higher frequency, higher vibration, everything's going to be, you're like a magnet for the universe. It's just this beautiful, luscious energy. Now, to protect this energy, I always picture a beautiful, like, white dome around my whole physical aura. Like, so not immediately over the top of my body, but allowing my aura and everything to be in. And I ask that only anything for my highest good and with God's loving white light can be allowed to penetrate. But otherwise, I usually have this very much protective bubble around myself throughout the day, especially in the evening when I go to bed at night. This is a little quote unquote protection prayer that I do to help me and my family to not have any spirits or anything negative to come around us while we're sleeping. So I make sure to protect my energy always and keep it beautiful and loving so that way I can share it with everybody else and share it with you. So I'm so grateful for you coming and listening to this episode today. I want you to go out and try these things to lift your vibration. Go share your own love and light. And as always, I want to send you love and light. Thank you for listening to Spiritual Connections by Joelle podcast.